Got a 90 Dodge Ram, full-size, 3/4 ton. I'm sure half tons at the same. Full-size van with a leaking heater core. I couldn't remember exactly when I did one last, and the Mitchell information was pretty vague, so I thought I would show this little bit of information, as I had to figure out a little bit of it, but this way worked pretty good. First of all, disconnect your battery. This has had a 134A conversion. I think they originally came out with R12. You do have to recover this Freon if there's any in it. I have a recovery system, and there wasn't much in this one at all anyway, but I was able to get that out. But you do need to do that because a lot of these lines have to come off over here. This box basically has the air conditioning evaporator and the heater core in it, both together. So anyway, this the heater hoses. Once you get this snorkel out of the way, and this little hose, it hooks up to the breather back there, and then it just snaps in up here. Get this out of your way. The heater hoses sit back here towards the rear by the firewall, and I was able to get those off. Sometimes you have to cut them if they're real stiff and then replace the hoses, but these came off fairly easy. Right behind there, if I can get something to, there's a speed nut right back in there behind the the heater hoses. That speed nut, it's 7/16 has to come off. That's one of the speed nuts that holds this box on. It's actually the only one on the outside, so you can get that while you're getting the heater hoses off. Then there's a cable right here for the blend door. There's a squeeze clamp with prongs that kind of dig into this cable that holds it, and then this slides right up and off. This, you just kind of open it up and pull it towards you, and it comes right off. Get that cable out of your way. Then over here on these lines, once you have the Freon out of it now, because otherwise you'll have a big problem. What I did is I took this bracket off that's over here on the fender. There's a screw there, and then one right behind it. That bracket holds this receiver dryer in place. I didn't take this line off, but the one up here on the expansion valve, I took this one off for this hose assembly. The expansion valve stays there, but you take that off, you take this bracket off with those two screws, and then you take this off here on the condenser where these lines attach here, and unplug this connector, and this whole blob of stuff will come all the way over here and lay it over here out of your way. That pretty much opens up this whole area here for this box to come out. There are two other little screws. They're 5/16 or 8mm right here. There's one there, and there's one right on the opposite side right there. Those two screws have to come out, so there's really a total of 3 retainers that come off. Then you come inside, and you take this glove box out of here. It's just a plastic. This one just slipped right out, had little clips on it. You pull it right out. There's a electrical unit right here. There's a 5/16 screw here, and then there's one right here, and one in back of this on the other side of this plug. And unplug this. Get this unit out of your way, because there's actually a speed nut right behind there that holds that box in, and you can't get it with this in there. Then they're back in the corner over there. See if I can get this to focus. Right there's another speed nut. You get that one out. There might be another 5/16 screw down below where the speed nut is. I took that out, if there is one. I don't remember, but I took everything out that looked like it was holding it, which is down here. I ran into that because I took all these nuts off down here. There's 4 of them. One back up in there, and then 3 going across, and then these little 5/16 screws that I thought were just holding this plastic actually were holding that box on. So I took all of these out. Then that pretty much let this box come loose. And if you come forward a little bit and then lift it up and then wiggle it, it comes right out of there. So it's pretty easy to get out actually. Once you do that, then this top cover, there's screws all around it. I don't remember how many, probably 12 or so screws. The heater core sits in the back. It opens that whole box up, and this is kind of what it looks. This is what it looks like here. The old one. There's a bracket at the bottom with 2 retainers that you have to take off once you get the top cover off, and then naturally the top cover fits right over this. So there you go. If there's anybody else that has one of these older vans, it might help you out. Good luck.